I found this guy is kind of funny. Oh no, it's a ETCS 96427. He sounds like a stormtrooper. Alright, let's hear what he goes right.
If Bruce Jenner can keep his and be considered a woman, you can keep your guns and be considered disarmed. If abortion isn't murder, then why is it a double homicide when a pregnant woman is killed? If police spent more time going after Venezuelan gangs and less time arresting pro-life activists, maybe we'd have safer neighborhoods. The U.S. isn't allowed to do a drone strike if there's risk of a civilian casualty, but Israel is allowed to blow up thousands of random pagers indiscriminately? Got it. We constantly hear about Social Security running out of money. Why don't we ever hear about welfare running out of money? So liberals think science explains everything in existence, except when it comes to defining what a woman is, then it's much more complicated than just science. Got it. If body parts don't determine sex, why do transgender people alter their bodies to match their desired sex? If Bruce Jenner...
He's got so many good points. Oh my goodness, this guy. Oh, that kind of the man speaks the truth. And you're right, you're right, you're right. Okay. Hope this series never ends. So on point, I love it. You have an Instagram page. He's right on. People in Washington State should listen to this. Amazing. It won't matter. It won't matter if they listen to it. They just don't care.
So it costs $450 billion to care for the migrants who invaded our country, and yet they told us $10 billion for a wall was too expensive. Got it. After watching the opening ceremony of the Olympics, I have to ask, why is it okay to mock Christianity but no other religions? So we live in a world where a kid can't pretend to be an Indian, but a grown man can pretend to be a woman? Remember when they put a trans woman in a females-only prison?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that just made me realize too. It's like, yeah, kids aren't allowed to dress up like Indians or play cowboys and Indians, stuff like that. They're not allowed to, put paint on their face. They're not allowed to do anything because the world's so sensitive. It's like kids aren't allowed to have an imagination anymore unless they're like 2 or 3. But once you're like 4, it's like you're being held accountable to some weird social standard. Sorry, let's get back to it. Yeah, dude was sent to prison because he said he was a female.
And he impregnated 2 other inmates? I remember.
I remember that.
That's good. Thank you. So the Pope says you can't vote for Trump because he has a strict immigration policy. You know who else has a strict immigration policy? Heaven. So if you lie to the government, it's called a crime. But if the government lies to you, it's called politics. So it costs $450 billion.
I used to have a shirt that said that because it's so true. Trust me, I'm a politician. Oh my goodness. Oh, oops. Sorry about that.
Why don't we ever hear about
Let's go back.
We constantly hear about Social Security running out of money. Why don't we ever hear about welfare running out of money? 40 years ago, Ronald Reagan won 49 out of 50 states. I think it was after that liberals decided to open our borders up. If Republicans make abortion illegal, women will just have them illegally. But if we make guns illegal, they'll all just disappear. It's funny how if you have a nose ring, we all know who you're voting for. If police spent more time going after Venezuelan gangs and less time arresting pro-life activists, maybe we'd have safer neighborhoods. We see a lot of men competing in women's sports. Why don't we see any women competing in men's sports? So liberals think science explains everything in existence, except when it comes to defining what a woman is, then it's much more complicated than just science. Got it. Maybe the reason there are no more house parties is because no one in our generation can afford a home. We constantly hear about social security.
And I saw it. Oh, what's up with that? It was thinking the whole time until he was done, it was going to redo, and then it goes away. That's crazy.
Just a quick reminder, having the same opinions as celebrities and every major corporation while repeating every media talking point verbatim is totally normal and means you're definitely not brainwashed. Elizabeth Warren thinks only the government should be allowed to have guns. A real Indian would know better. So you can't buy alcohol, cigarettes, or a lottery ticket without an ID, but you can vote? Maybe unborn babies should disguise themselves as death row inmates so liberals will care about their right to live. Can you imagine telling a man that his bodily autonomy should be left up to the states? Yeah, it's called the draft. You might not have heard of it because only men have to sign up. Now that the majority of Americans agree.
Oh, I gotta add to that one. Yeah, no, bodily autonomy, but we don't have any bodily autonomy when it comes to kids. We don't have a right whether a woman aborts a child or not. We don't have the power to decide to be in that child's life or not. We're required to pay child support. We're required to take care of that child. If we don't, they will put you in jail. Sorry, let's get back to now. The majority of Americans agree.
Liberals have lost their minds.
Yeah.
Can we also agree every major dating app sucks?
Yeah.
Click the link in our bio and start dating normal people.
Oh.
Just a quick reminder, having the same opinion.
Wow, he must represent a. Oh, is it Etsy? Is that what the name of this guy is? ETCS? Etsy? Etsy or whatever? I don't know. No, that's a shopping. I don't know. Copy link. I don't know. Whatever. Moving along.
Cut down trees because they're. So liberals get mad when we cut down trees because they're living, breathing things, but they have no problem aborting babies? Interesting. Maybe instead of banning guns for teenagers.
That was a good point. And I'm trying to get rid of the thing, though.
We should ban social media.
Yeah.
Why aren't the people condemning the children killed in Gaza also condemning the million children killed by abortion in America every year?
And he ain't saying that all them children dying isn't wrong. He's just saying they're hypocrites.
You shouldn't mail cash because it can be taken or lost, but mailing in your ballot is perfectly fine? It'll be funny to see how quickly feminists embrace the kitchen when World War III breaks out. So the party that thinks men can menstruate is having trouble gaining the male vote? Interesting. So I can't have an opinion on abortion because I don't have a uterus, but I can be a woman without one? Got it. So liberals get mad when we cut down trees because they're living, breathing things. Labor Day is for the people who do the honest, hard work in this country. So why do politicians get the day off? If Africa should be for Africans and Asia should be for Asians, should Europe be for Europeans? So they could build a wall 2,000 years ago, but they can't build one now? Democrats claim that their voters are better educated than Republicans, but also that they're too stupid to figure out how to get an ID. If body parts don't determine sex, why do transgender people alter their bodies to match their desired sex? Why is our government so worried about Iran when the country with the highest murder rate and most corrupt government is right next to us? Could high housing prices have something to do with letting in millions of new immigrants each year to compete for the same supply of houses?
No, of course not.
Probably not, right? Labor Day is for the people who do the honest. Whenever there's a crisis, why do the richest celebrities ask us to donate money instead of just donating money themselves? That's good, thank you. So the Pope says you can't vote for Trump because he has a strict immigration policy. You know who else has a strict immigration policy? Heaven. 40 years ago, Ronald Reagan won 49 out of 50 states. I think it was after that liberals decided to open our borders up. To all the celebrities that said they were going to leave the United States if Donald Trump wins, we'll help you pack. It's funny how if you have a nose ring, we all know who you're voting for. So a man can't tell a woman what to do with her body, but a female president can send male bodies into war? Got it. If America really is the most racist, unbearable place on earth, why does everyone want to move here? Whenever there's a crisis...
Good question. Very good question.
So liberals didn't mind showing a vaccine card in order to buy food, but asking them to show an ID in order to vote is too much? Got it.
Yeah.
The bad news is the markets are crashing. The good news is, as we saw during COVID, our leaders are going to know exactly what to do, and they'll definitely have all our best interests in mind. How can liberals have a gender reveal party when their baby hasn't decided what gender it is yet?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been 3 years. Shouldn't all of us unvaccinated be dead by now?
Yeah.
Just so you know, if every major corporation is advertising and promoting your movement, you aren't oppressed.
Of course, the vaccine thing, I heard it the other way too. Everybody that takes the vaccine is going to die. That was what I was hearing from the right. My cousin was one of them. It's like, don't take the vaccine. It's going to kill you. Not immediately. In a couple of years, you're going to die. It's part of their plan. I'm like, oh my goodness, you're one of them crazy far rights, ain't you?
Or part of any resistance. Joe Biden is pardoning his son. I'd do the same thing. 2 hurricanes in 1 week. This could have all been prevented if we had switched to paper straws. So liberals didn't mind showing a vaccine card in order to buy food, but asking them to show an ID in order to...
Oh my, he just has some awesome takes. Louder for the people in the back. I agree. Sunrise, sunset, 82. Yeah, louder for people in the back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, some of the other, let's see if there's any other good comments. Oh, not too many.
When their baby hasn't... To all the Swifties that lost their bets on Kamala, you can make it back on Kalshi by betting on Taylor Swift to win a Grammy. Aliens are going to be super confused when they show up threatening to overthrow our leaders, and we're all stoked and offer to help. The vaccine was so great, why is it so easy to find people who regret taking it, but not a single person who regrets not taking it? All cops are racist monsters. You just said only cops should have guns. If America is an idea, then people can do it anywhere, and they don't need to move here. Ever notice that the health experts Democrats tell us to listen to are always 400 pounds? If police spent more time going after Venezuelan gangs and less time arresting pro-life activists, maybe we'd have safer neighborhoods. Maybe the reason there are no more house parties is because no one in our generation can afford a home.
Yeah.
To all the Swifties that lost their bets on Kamala, you can make it back on Kalshi. Liberal love is crazy. She won't take your last name, but she'll take half your shit in the divorce. The Navy just commissioned its first ever co-ed submarine. I'm sure there's no reason at all why submarines weren't co-ed before. Can't wait to see how this plays out. So liberals think science explains everything in existence, except when it comes to defining what a woman is, then it's much more complicated than just science. Got it. Thank you. Unfortunately, the North Carolina flood victims are citizens of the United States and not Ukraine, so our politicians see no reason to help them. Two hurricanes in 1 week.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next time. Leave some comments below on which one was your favorite. Have a good one.